artistic archer, artistic misfit, artistic archer, artistic misfit, artistic archer, artistic misfit.
Hard to think straight when rhythms are louder than thoughts. About to get lost, breathing out exhaust around the clock in a dream state. Tension asks to see if I'm awake, sanity's at stake. To the weakest links, let me plead my case. I could free for days, lead the way for sheepish naysayers looking at me like that'll be the day. Space wasters trying to ride beats but aren't quite hitting it right. A bit of advice, it's all in the hips, all up in the mix. All cynics get chewed up and spit out like weed stems, treading in the deep end with bricks strapped to their feet. So timid with a bullshit image in a mouth full of gimmicks. Evil tongue, where the hell do you get that ego from? No love for fecal scum who flourish while I feed on crumbs. Freedom song sung, let me loose over the baseline. Stream of consciousness, blood is seeping over state lines. Break shackles with straining hands that crafted sandcastles as a youngster and left my name on dumpsters. DECA, this is all the walk in the park. I hit the target dead on with a shot in the dark. Stretch the limits or take it beyond, otherwise it's pointless. I can't call it even when the coin flips. Heads will catch on eventually and take notice, but tails of the vain and hopeless will change your focus. 30-year-old in a one-bedroom apartment with a drum machine from the 80s singing about his hardships. Little fledgling grew up, it's sorta depressing. He pays the bills by doing cover songs at Mormon weddings. Might as well load up the revolver and call it quits. Love for art's the only thing that would be hard to part with. Humor with a hint of darkness. Gotta take a moment to laugh at aspiring, starving artists. Parched lips better sip the devil's nectar. Strapped with the mic, he never made it past the metal detector. Yelling drunken curses at the record selector. Can't you do any better than this repetitive shit? No credit for pathetic attempts. Effortless rhetoric's a cinch, don't let it commence. The talentless are left on the bench looking hopeless, but like every rapper they still think they're the dopest. Walk around with swollen heads like I do. Ron is pretty sick but aren't shit compared to my crew. Blatantly lying, they could keep trying, it's useless. A transparent front, I see right through it. Break shackles with straining hands that crafted sandcastles as a youngster and left my name on dumpsters. DECA, this is all the walk in the park. I hit the target dead on with a shot in the dark. Break shackles with straining hands that crafted sandcastles as a youngster and left my name on dumpsters. DECA, this is all the walk in the park. I hit the target dead on with a shot in the dark.
Who shot? Who shot?
Dream, 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 dream.
Safe and sound away from the devil's playground. Escape town before I lose it and break down. Away from the ladies of the night making rounds. Fast asleep, no need to awaken now. Counting up the fleeting moments of contentment. It's all downhill from here, I can sense it. Can't contend with me in the pen's friendship. Before I leave, death will have to wrench it out and clench grip. No need to get it caught up in the past tense. Dreaming of the way it'll be in the future. My hope doesn't turn to doubt in that sense. It's opinions that scar you, the truth hurts. I can accomplish anything with my eyes closed. Miles away from illusions and lies told. Running from the real world in a way. Contradicting all the words written on another day. Open your peepholes, time to go to work to earn a pretty shabby penny to spend as soon as you get it. It's pathetic, isn't it? Handle the business, but how do I benefit from it? No one can operate on an empty stomach. Soul on a leash, everybody wants a piece. Start to notice bad effects of all of those you're trying to reach. Hunger pains gotta feed off the recognition. When listeners accept the message within it, credit's given is best when their heads are positioned next to the system. When spitting to death and the rest of the catchphrases embedded in their noggins. Watch but don't learn shit. Hot but can't burn kids. Raise the temperature, I'll toss them in the furnace. Earnest to give in to uncontrollable urges to service. Big-headed small-timers sink your teeth into the curb is painless. I swear it, unlike the damage done to life itself. Opposite of a simile, right? Begin to see the light, then it fades into black again. Close the shades, a stressful day's over, I'm back again. Drifting off as I dream a little dream, and I'm somewhere submerged in clear water, still breathing. Once in a while I got the Elm Street blues. Meet confrontation head on when I'm asleep too. Nightmares where a bullet leaves a lung tour. Or dreams of hanging dead rabbits on your front door. Turned on the porch light, said this is war. We might want to pick up some sticks and stones before the fight. His words are too powerful to stop him. The master of the domain that he's lost in. No tossing and turning. Sandman's a brain deceiver. Understands I need this world as a pain reliever. Right at the climax, life smacked me, and I awoke to my alarm clock screaming at me. High strung back to the world that I'm hiding from. Tried to run from the rising sun but couldn't get away. A pint of rum guzzled is an attempt to. My main man told me to live today, but I'd rather hit the hay. To dream forever, reach and never be. Go reach the better me. Soul creatures remedy. Don't sleep will never be words I live by. Misguided kid tries to get by with this drive. No disguise, I just strive to masterpiece together each endeavor. After release it, whether seeking treasure or to trap the beast forever. Evil half of the personality, demons and gods are wrapped around my actions, battling, having it out in things. Haven't been looking up lately, kinda shooken up. Maybe I should close my eyes to my waking life's pushing up daisies. Hate to see the drama, so I let go. Forget the world, being awake is too stressful.
Make our dreams. Make our dreams come to life. Life. Make our dreams come to life. Make our dreams come to life. Make our dreams come to life. Life.
All in all, it's mankind's darkest hour.
There is a glimmer of hope.
This hard knock life left my eyes blackened and bruised. Cursing the superstar, telling the youth it could happen to you. Masking the truth, dreams cracked in two pieces. Whole world at my fingertips, but couldn't quite reach it. Let it all out, brushed the weight of the world off my shoulders. All doubt thrown to the curb, there's no time for that. Now disregard, escape to paradise, forget life brochures. No searching photo albums, trying to find the past. Got so many ways to go from here, but rather large, slow to bear. Handle with care, the light of day, you'll melt a cold stare. About time to crawl out of this dark crevice. Restless heart set on this precious hard epic. When the sun came out, I stared until it burned my retina. Left the hideaway and let my instincts guide the way. No sure out, at times hope turns to doubt, but somehow I know that everything will work out. Hope for the best, whole world passing me. Don't turn the other cheek and disregard the latest tragedy. Too many people surrounding, wander aimless, doubtful that they're capable of making changes. Everything seems to shapeshift so rapidly. Will it all fall into place? I guess we'll have to see. A work in progress, still got a long way to go. Out of touch with the once was, gotta take it slow. Would you sell your soul for a hefty paycheck? A house in the burbs and a trophy, better have with a fake chest at the expense of others who suffer because of your plush lifestyle you already have? You're damn right, child. This broken promised land's full of Novocaine addicts who love the feeling of not feeling a thing. Very strange habits. When hope turns to doubt, my eyes tend to focus on the half-empty bottle in hand, dwelling on the priceless moments. All the right components, but no means of getting over. Let it all out. Brush the weight of the world off my shoulders. Been bruised and battered by those supposed to reach out. I'll say fuck the police, hell they beat my freedom of speech out. Blue and red flashing, I'm just beyond their reach. Who's been led by mindless obedience? Our culture teaches. Lose the shred of passion, you clutch, you're left speechless. Lose your head asking the world to reveal its secrets. All obstacles are nothing but a minor glitch. Once you find your niche and decide to quit screaming life's a bitch. No sure out, sometimes hope turns to doubt, but somehow I know that everything will work out. Hope for the best, whole world passing me. Don't turn the other cheek and disregard the latest tragedy. Too many people surrounding, wander aimless, doubtful that they're capable of making changes. Everything seems to shapeshift so rapidly. Will it all fall into place? I guess we'll have to see. A work in progress, still got a long way to go. Out of touch with the once was, gotta take it slow.
Entered a new era. Entered a new era. An era of fear. Fear and despair. Man is the eternal optimist.
time in the currency, journeying through an urban sea. All types social life, every one of them's in a hurry, urgently making their way through crowds of rare breeds, thinking the dollars will satisfy all of their needs. It goes deeper than that, 100,000 leagues to be exact. Schools of followers who need someone to lead the pack. Watch your own dorsal fin, that's the code of the sea. And beware of the predators with infinite rows of teeth. Trust lies in the fool's heart. Tried to snag a bag of coral reef and got hustled by pool sharks. Dark, I couldn't see the product for God's sake. At least I'm not as gullible as those who feed off bait. Sleeping with the fish called Wanda, waves her tail in my face. Play's hard to get, but I kinda enjoy the chase. The nature of the Pisces, come to find out, she has a thing for broke artists with bushy eyebrows. Most uppity types don't give me the time of day. Despise them in a way, they give you eyes and swim away. Acting all salty like sardines. On the low, they love smoking fish sticks, if you know what I mean. So take that tuna crotch elsewhere. Good day, madam. When they turn tail, I can't help but gaze at them. Fuck it, I got bigger fish to fry. Keep my eyes open for a queen and vent frustration with a sigh. Can't live a lie, I let a lot of them slip through the netting. It's upsetting, but no sense in drenching tissue. At least I'm not another fiend hooked on fish food. I found other ways for dealing with all my issues. Take this for example, fathom the song's depth. Pretty shallow, huh? What a pitiful concept. Ask the bottom feeder, how low can you go? I'll tell you, kiss my Moby Dick before I stick it in your blowhole. I'm not a bad guy, in fact I'm a proud patron, an honorary member of the Save the Whales Foundation. But what about the manatee? His back's badly scarred. Battling with boat propellers has to be hard. The upper class is full of eggheads, sweet caviar, a bunch of cannibals with cocktails and flashy cars. As far as music goes, it's always off and on. Can't seem to catch a break even when they stock the pond. Competitors all say you'll probably crash. I mean, the kid didn't even pass oceanography class. No, seriously, it was a hard class with continental drift, mid-oceanic ridges, ocean currents, Pangea.
I get involved with characters, and I find some characters very interesting. I like to explore them and see where we go with the character.
I can see your ribcage through your shirt, starving for attention. Master the art of aggression with a heart and expression. I've seen the type numerous times, nothing new to me. If it wasn't for his henchmen, he'd probably lose his teeth. Close your lips,
I know your shit slowly lick. Anyone with fame ain't got groupies with booties, but I seen them. Deviant demons, quick to taking the semen of their man's favorite famous rapper. That's ground some slapper.
What about those backstabbers, slithering snakes for your love? Ready to strike at the eye, ready to life with venomous bites that go within the type that poses friends and waiting for that moment when you're open and your back is turning vulnerable with no defense.
Some choose to super glue pipes to their lips, screaming life's a bitch. I might as well try and hide from it. The filthy lab rats in the newspapers you read about. I'm the one hiring amphetamine addicts to clean the house. Why?
Hidden in the closet, conscious of the actions from Mac and the mailman, and he who delivers pelvic milk so she's wrapped around a lover. Can't wait to see what happens with what her husband discovers.
Uncover another brother that acts hard but is a coward. Stay strapped and packs a yak cause he thinks it gives him power. He's quick to pistol whip anybody that stares him down. He's claiming that he's a gangster but still living in his parents' house.
Lifestyle
From the viewer,
Short, fussy, and
couple of ruffians
connected over this
ugly blend.
touching pens.
late hours.
Man, that must
Those
be.
degenerate rappers conducting character
But
studies.
what about your reflection?
Can't disregard that.
Your imperfections,
Numbskulls rocking hard hats.
Connection.
something a bit different.
A gifted intent to notice yourself in this instant.
Primal instinct in the concrete jungle has me feeling savage, prone to pointing fingers. Got to get rid of that filthy habit. Open the blinds and reveal the madness lurking about. Interpreting shouts, rock clutchers circling routes. The thrill is gone. I crossed the Rubicon a long time ago, trying to progress although the process is kinda slow. I've forgotten the days of yipping 10 strips, content with the sensuous kiss of every temptress. Faceless tan, misbreaking ththose hips, misshapen and branded, taken for granted, get played and throw fits. That's the ritual. My man Maine told you to close your lips. You know the gist. It's not hard to tell. We're all full of shit.
It's the procrastinator, always waiting to do it later. Cater a danger head in between the jaws of a gator. It seems that though that everything that's touched tends to break. Endless days and nights that are swept away in a daze. Been living with the head in a cloud, passing the weed. Spending the green every week on another satchel of trees. Stuck on vices, situation tight and crank the vice grips. Do it like that or do it like this, always indecisive. Unorganized confusion in a room of scattered mementos. Door closed and I social wanted to be in close. Follow the lifestyles once the right components get mixed. Staying secluded cause the music is the mistress.
Hey man, You drink too much and what do you accomplish using liquids as you crunch a grudge against what? Life ain't been that difficult. To pistol pull pointed to your dome. Home wasn't just functional. You got an onion, girl. That butt makes every man cry. And I notice the focus of your ego. People please, that short man complexes. The conscious confidence to be a complete dick, conceited shit. Uneven with your insecurities. Sure, the breeze blows against a man, but that's life. What are you wanting? The word a justification? I got problems. Problems. Lifestyle
From the viewer,
short, bussy, and a couple of ruffians
connecting over this ugly blend, clutching pens,
late hours.
Man, that must
those
be
degenerate rappers conducting character studies.
But what about your reflection?
Can't disregard that.
Your imperfections,
Numbskulls rocking hard hats.
Connection.
something a bit different.
A gifted intent to notice yourself in this instant.
life. True. Rockstar monstrosity. The live is
Other crews, they're not as good as us.
It's just life.
Of the mind. Though releasing this cycle, see you gotta follow the guidelines. Breaking out of the regular patterns of life itself. Trying to excel with the hand of myself and doing alright for myself. Broken pieces of the mind. Though releasing this cycle, see you gotta follow the guidelines. Breaking out of the regular patterns of life itself. Trying to excel with the hand I was dealt and doing alright for myself. Broken down, analyzed, and placed in a certain category. That's a story. Surely I've forgotten how to breathe. Paint the walls blue, all plans tend to fall through. Critical tongues belittle what's done. So what are you proud to be? Clutching the railing with one hand, dangling from the balcony, unsure what's down beneath, slipping free fall for 1,000 feet. Everything important just seems so out of reach. I'll drown in the feet, but can't be told how to speak or shout beliefs. Sever my ears in an attempt to shut it all out. Van Gogh had the right idea, painting life as he saw it. Almost lost it. Post-apocalypse, I spotted the attack, so snatch him up, hold him hostage, and close the drawbridge. The pen is mightier than the sword. Just come to grips with defeat. If it's unique, they'll all stare in disbelief. Starting from scratch, I'll set my notebook on fire. Pull out the thumbtacks from my wall and tear down all these flyers. Faulty ciphers, idiot critics, how to react. You could drown or burn me alive, just don't toss me in the briar patch. Light your messiah crack and bomb the higher class. I'll leave them all in the dust so they could analyze my tire tracks. Broken pieces of the mind. No releasing the cycle, see you gotta follow the guidelines. Breaking out of the regular patterns of life itself. Trying to excel with the hand I was dealt and doing alright for myself. Broken pieces of the mind. No releasing the cycle, see you gotta follow the guidelines. Breaking out of the regular patterns of life itself. Trying to excel with the hand I was dealt and doing alright for myself. Hit the lights, electricity's out, so it's begun. Reach to the sky and try to replace the bulb in the sun. It's useless. Now who envisions the land of the free? It's a twisted Rockwell depiction of an American family. Ear to ear smiles, listen to the cries of that dying child. Dying inside, smoking while surrounded by broken vows. I'm prepared for the world and running scared. Tied to loose and hung despair. Like at this point, I don't even fucking care. I lose myself in the rhythm, lose it period. Dead to the city, but music brings me back to life again.